What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about Bitcoin today, BTC. Love it because we're finally making moves. Maybe we've seen the end of this. Maybe it is time to turn up. It's totally possible right now. But let's delve into the charts and kind of get a better look at this, because this is an area right here. We bottomed, literally, actually tipped this previous high. We've already came back up. We're moving up higher right now even. So this could be the end of this move down, guys. We could be resuming the upside right now with Bitcoin. It's totally possible. But let's look at the 4 hour to kind of determine that. I really do like this. We have 3 hours and 21 minutes left in this 4 hour. You came down very fast and you came up already just as fast, more violently even. There's not a lot of volume. That's not encouraging. Let's see. Let's go to the BTC USD on Binance. Not a lot of volume at all, is there? Oh, what? Interesting. So on Coinbase, you have this giant wick, but on Binance, you do not. You don't have that wick at all. So maybe, oh man, maybe this is some tomfoolery happening here. Might be giving the American users some false bullish hope here. Maybe it is real bullish hope. I don't know. Because with the way this looks, right, it looks like you're literally bottoming right at this previous peak. But again, if we do BTC USDT on Binance, the USDT pair is the highest volume in the crypto world on Binance. This bottom here is not the same one. It's a little bit higher, and it's not down there at all. We actually didn't touch that. So boo on Coinbase, I guess. We are below 29K. The 4 hour does look weak. We tried to get above the 50. We couldn't even get into the bullish area control. We rejected it actually several times, not just here but back here. We definitely got into lower areas on the bearish side. We are in the bearish area of control right now, potentially bouncing off of the oversold zone. But just as I was saying on the Coinbase chart before I found out that little wiki wick situation, we don't have a whole lot of volume coming in. All right, 3 hours and 20 minutes left. Not a lot of volume in this candle at the moment. So could this candle close red? I think it could, man. I think it could. This could be the beginning of a move to the downside. I know I was saying that we could go up, but man, that's it's not encouraging. It's definitely not encouraging to see that wick might not be the real deal. Because what we have instead on this chart, and apparently on every other chart but Coinbase, we have a clear break out of this range with volume increasing. Volume is increasing on this. Let's wait till this 4 hour closes to really be convinced for sure, because by the end of this 4 hour, if we're up back above this line and we have some more convincing volume, this could be a fake out to the downside. And if it's a fake out to the downside, that would imply more upside to see. But at the moment, man, I got all excited in the beginning for no reason. This is definitely, if anybody's been looking at the Coinbase chart, I suggest looking at other charts too. And sometimes that's good to do, man. Anytime you see moves, it's good to check other charts, especially Binance that has like the most volume in it, to look for further validation. You know what I mean? That's not always a good thing. It's not always true. Sometimes Binance is decoupled from the rest of the market with its price. Sometimes it is. I've seen it, right? The Bitcoin price will be worth. I'm sure anybody who's been in crypto long enough knows that Binance has had times in its history where it's been $100, several $100 difference in price from the rest of the markets. It's like normally Binance and Bitfinex, or like Binance and like something else. But like there's a couple exchanges that do it, but most exchanges don't agree with that. I don't know. Anyways, guys, what I'm trying to say is this is definitely not a good look for Bitcoin at the moment. Looking at the Binance chart, at least, it's definitely not a good look. I think that tomfoolery on Coinbase, it's either an honest mistake or maybe someone had buy orders down there. There's such low volume that they could manipulate it down that way. I don't know. It definitely gives it a bullish look on Coinbase for the time being, right? But the thing that made me second guess it right away was when we got into the analysis of it, right? Or not the analysis, I'm sorry. We're doing the analysis this whole time. When we got into like the inner workings of it, I don't know. When we got into like the shorter time frames, looking at the volume, there's no volume. We got this big, like this wick and body included is almost as big as this one, and we have absolutely no volume, and it's only 3 hours. It's only like 30 minutes, 35 minutes into this, 45 minutes into this. Sorry, my math's bad. That's not something I like to see. That's not a good thing to see. I don't know. The volume's there now on the 1 hour, maybe. I don't know. Go back to BTC USDT on Binance. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It definitely looks like what you did is you came up, you tested this opening area as resistance, and you might actually close this a little further down. It might not be a good thing, man. Honestly, I don't know. Hard to say. Hard to say. I think this day will be crucial. It'll be vital, right? It is the beginning of a new month. We are in the month of August as of right now on this chart, on every chart in crypto, and I think we might be kicking off the month to the downside, unfortunately. But fortunate for anybody who's been waiting to buy and who's been patiently waiting for this range to resolve itself. Yeah, I'm sorry I went on a little bit of a ramble there, you guys. I kind of got a little bit lost in the bewilderment of the fact that the charts look differently on Coinbase than anything else. So looking at this guy right now, you did bounce on the Binance chart. You did bounce right off the 382. Maybe you find some support there. Maybe we hug this line, whatever, kind of like what we did with the 236. We just had to move down. We just had to move down. We moved sideways. Just had to move down. We moved sideways, right? Maybe we just had to move down and we're going to move sideways again. I don't know. It's sadly the thing that's been happening for us lately. So don't get your hopes up too much that we're going to be moving immediately now. But I do think that this is encouraging to see that we are going to go lower ultimately. So where do I think we're going to go? You guys already know that if you've been watching the channel for the past month or so. I think that we're probably going to go anywhere. Again, I said just below this purple line, which would be around probably at at a minimum around 28.5K, somewhere around there, or probably lower than that actually. But I would more expect us to go to the 27.1K area, right around this, between the 618 and the 0.69, somewhere in that little bubble there, which is anywhere from 26.7K to 27.15K. And I am using this low to this high. I'm not including this high because this was the high that kind of set off this range. This high was a fake out, so I don't feel like using that as the anchor for the fib would be appropriate. Let's see if I was to go from low to high here. You can just see how it doesn't respect this 236 as much, right, as it does here. It respects it a lot more. You actually get resistance off it, support off it several times. You literally tip the 382. A little side note for this, for anybody who's learning how to use fibs, stuff like this can matter. It really can matter, and maybe both of them are respected at the end of the day. Who knows? Right here, you bounce right off the 382. You have some resistance here. You did have some support here, but this was all before the anchor. I don't know. It's all personal preference. It depends on what you find to be significant. If you're finding significance on it, then it works. It works. If you're finding significance on it, it's showing significance to you. Then you're probably doing it right, whether it's this one or this one, whatever. But I personally like the idea of using this one more, just because, again, this was a fake out. This is what started the range, and I feel like I do see more respect on it personally. But if that's not the one for you, if you want to use that one, if you want to use this one even, I don't know, whatever, man, looks like it's got the most respect on it, as long as you're not just making up lines like this, right? Okay, well, here I've got some significance on this line here and here. That wouldn't make sense to draw it there. So getting off on a side note there, but I've said everything I want to say. Again, I think that Bitcoin's probably going to go between 26.6K or 26.7K to 27.15K, something like that. And maybe, just maybe, it has the potential to bottom out just below this purple line here, which would put us, around 28K to 26K or 28.6K, something like that. But I do think we go lower. So that's my overall opinion on this thing. So yeah, if you guys like the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to see more. It looks like we're getting things started off right now for the month of August. So we'll keep you posted and just see how this thing goes. All right, take care, everybody. Bye bye.